Hello and welcome to a special episode of Print It to Play It. In this case, we are doing a game that I'm working on that I'm calling The Spiders of Emrith Kul. This is part of the One Box Wargame competition that's currently going on. And it's based on the Reaper's Miniatures set, Spiders of Emrith Kul, which comes with this very nice statue, 2 giant spiders, 2 smaller but also giant spiders, and one halfling miniature, 2 cocooned adventurers, and 2 husks or ripped open cocoons. Now, to do the setup for the game, we start by placing our ruins in one corner, our halfling in the opposite corner. We place our giant spiders within 2 inches of the ruins. We place our cocoons within 6 inches of the opposite corners, like so. We take one of these treasure tokens and we mix them up, and we place one underneath each cocoon. Those are treasures that the halfling can get, well, equipment, more like, that the halfling can get by looting those corpses. The cocoons are also places where the spiderlings will spawn. Now, to continue setup, we separate the spiders cards into the search deck and the kill deck. More about that later. We have our stat cards for the halfling, the spiderlings, and the giant spider. We have a scatter coin that we flip to get random directions. We have an alert token that we use to mark the spot where the spiders detect something, because the spiders are blind. They're cave spiders. They've been living in a tomb their entire lives. So whenever the halfling makes noise, the spiders get alerted, and that is how they decide where prey is. We also need to put our MacGuffin, the crown of Emperor Kul, at the ruin, which is his tomb. The goal of the game is for the halfling to travel over here, get the crown, and exit where he came in without being eaten by a spider. The halfling begins with the cards that he gets just for being a halfling. We've got 2 sneak cards, a run that lets him move faster, a jump that lets him move over difficult terrain without it affecting him. I'll talk about that in a second. A loot that lets him search either a cocoon or the tomb to get the crown. And a rest that lets him return his used cards to his hand. Here we have tokens for equipment he begins with. He's got a buckler that lets him survive a single hit. And he has a dagger that gives him some attack cards. He can throw the dagger. He can lunge, which is moving a couple of inches and then attacking, or he can attack a spider within 1 inch. So, that's the starting hand. I spoke about terrain. The terrain here that I've set up beforehand, we've got some walls that are blocking terrain. Can't move into them, can't move through them. And we have some things here. We've got some blocking terrain here. We have some books and papers on the floor. We've got some rocks and some more rocks over here. That is difficult terrain. When the halfling moves into that, he has to stop. When he plays a card that has movement and he's in difficult terrain, the distance of the movement is reduced by 1. The spiders can also produce webs that act as difficult terrain. So, the turn order, the halfling goes first. The halfling gets to play 2 cards. I'm going to go a little bit aggressive here, and I'm going to start out running. Run, the halfling can move 6 inches, but it places the alert token. So, we'll move 6 inches, and the spiders go on alert. Right, for my second card, I'm going to play a sneak. Halfling can move up to 3 inches. If the halfling moves within detection range of a spider, place the alert token under the halfling. Or place it where they leave detection range. There are no spiders anywhere nearby, so I get to move 3 inches. So basically our halfling ran over here making a lot of noise and then started sneaking. My hope is the spiders will run over to this, and while that's going on, I can come around this way and get the goodies. We'll see what happens. Now the spider phase comes in 3 turns. Check for alert, spider actions, and check to see if the alert is over. So, check for alert. There is an alert token on the board. So this counter that's used to tell what sort of mode the spiders are in is switched to kill. There is something in here and they are going to kill it. So we'll start with this spider. Dash. Move up to 8 inches toward the alert token. If the halfling is located, move the alert token to them. Attack if the halfling is within 1 inch. Okay, so I'm going to use the scatter coin to mark the spider's target. It is 8 inches, which is right here. So, since he has to move around things, the spider doesn't get to go all the way to the token, but he'll get there. The second spider gets a listen, which doubles the detection range of all spiders until the next turn. Normally, the spiders have a detection range of 2 inches, so now it becomes 4. Can it, by detecting heat and small variations and vibrations in the atmosphere, tell where the halfling is? And it cannot. Our halfling buddy is about 5 inches away, so it still can't see him. So now we get to the third part of the spider turn, determine if the alert ends. The alert token, the spider can't see the halfling. The alert token is on the table, but no spider is touching the alert token, so the alert token stays. If a spider gets to the alert token is removed at the end of the spider turn. Then when we do the beginning of the next spider turn, there's no alert token on the board. The spiders go back into search mode. So, now it's our halfling pal's turn again. I do not want the spiders to know where I am again, so I'm going to sneak. Sneakity, sneakity, sneak, sneak. To there. And then I'm going to take a rest, which returns the discard pile to the hand, including the rest card. Spider's turn again. They're still on the hunt. First one is here. Leap. Move 6 inches toward the alert token, ignoring all terrain. If the halfling is located, place the alert token under the halfling after moving. Attack the halfling if within 1 inch. So our friendly spider moves 6 inches, which will actually get him on the token. And the spider that's still way back there will also leap. So 6 inches in this direction. Note that when they leap, they can move through blocking terrain. They basically jump over it, but they cannot end on blocking terrain. So they can't end up like on top of the wall or something. Okay, they can't see the halfling, but the alert token is underneath one, so it is removed. Go to the halfling's turn. He's going to sneak. We'll move a couple inches this way and an inch this way, which puts him next to the cocoon. Now, if I loot now, it will start the alert again, and I won't be able to move away from it. And that could be bad in a lot of ways. But if I don't, a spider is going to hatch either from one of these. And it might be right next to him. I'm going to take the chance, 50-50 chance, that this one will get the hatch card and the spiderling will hatch over there. If not, I could be in trouble. But Right now, Halfling will rest and get his sneak back. So we go to spiders. There's no alert token on the board, so the spiders go back to search mode. Oh wait, they've been in kill mode the whole time, so they might not get a hatch. Alright, let's see. The first option for this spider is web. Take a web counter, which is this, and 2 blank question marks, these 2. Mix them face down and place them 1 inch from the spider, at least 1 inch away from each other. So this spider is putting down webs. Webs that it can use to detect the halfling. But only one of them is actually a web. The other 2 are false. So this area just became dangerous for our halfling friend. This spider here gets a hatch. If there are no cocoons in play, remove this card. Replace the nearest cocoon with a husk. Add a spiderling next to the husk. Alright. So what is closest? That looks like 8 inches. That looks like more like 6. So this one here. This cocoon bursts open. And a spiderling comes out. Freshly born into the world. It does not act this turn. So, end of the spider turn. We have no alerts. I'm sorry, the alert isn't on the board. The halfling is not next to a spider, so the alert doesn't go out. Halfling turn. Okay. Halfling is going to alert people. He will loot. Pick up a treasure or crown counter within 1 inch of the halfling. Place the alert token under the halfling. So, whoops, I need to add something there. First off, halfling gets the sword. This is replaced with a husk, which means no spiders can spawn there, and the halfling is located. So, the halfling cuts the cocoon open, stabs the spider egg that's inside, takes the previous adventurer's sword, which means I get new cards for my deck. I get some better attacks, and I get an attack that can hit any spider, all spiders within 1 inch of me. So, that's nice to have. But now all the spiders know where I am. So, what to do? This terrain will stop me if I try to do anything special, so I'm going to sneak. Running wouldn't really get me any extra distance because of the difficult terrain. Alright. The problem is this spider will come this way if he goes after it. Well, let's see what happens. The alert token's on the table, so we switch to kill. This spider does a web shot. Place a web counter on the alert token. If the halfling is within 1 inch, they may not move with the first card of their next turn. Good thing I moved away from that spot. But I don't want to go by there again because there's a web. This spider gets a dash. It'll move 8 inches. That will get it to the token. So that puts it right here. Is it within 2 inches? No. Measurements are done center to center. We'll just mix these up. And see what our spiderling gets. Listen. Doubles the detection range of all spiders. Okay. So now we do our end of round checks. Is the halfling within detection range? It certainly is. Or he certainly is. So, he gets that. Is the spider on top of the alert token? No. Alright, now we get the halfling's turn. The halfling is a bit unhappy about being alerted, but time to move. We'll jump, which lets him leap over this barrier. But it makes noise, so the alert token comes with him. And then he will sneak away from that spot, moving quietly, hoping the spiders don't catch him. Things may not go well. Alert token is still on the table, so we stay in kill mode. This spider here leaps. Also note that the difficult terrain doesn't affect spiders at all. This one here dashes. Alright, this is the quickest way to get to the alert token. Go there. Then we'll go 2 inches this way. Then we'll go 4 inches that way, which will put him right there. And then the spiderling over here, I think he's still 2 inches away. It's awful close, but he's out of range. And the little guy gets a leap. He's just barely born. He's bouncing around like a bouncing ball. Alright, end of turn. This spider is on top of it. He was within 6 inches, so that goes away. Things are very close. And the halfling does not have a lot of options left at this point, unless he wants to go stabby, which I've got a lot of stabbing ability. I could lunge in and try and kill one. For the sake of demonstration, let's say he's emboldened by having a sword and says, I'm going to kill these spiders. I'm not going to worry about trying to avoid them anymore. So first we'll lunge. Move up to 2 inches, attack a spider within 1 inch. Attack modifier +1. Place the alert counter under the halfling. So, our halfling moves up to 2 inches. Haha. He attacks the spider. The way attacks work, everything has an armor value. In the case of the giant spiders, it is 6. The attack value of the dagger, modifier of this attack, is +1. So I need a 5 or a 6 to kill this spider. And that's a 5. So, he runs up, stab, and the spider dies. You know what? Don't necessarily need the dagger anymore. He will throw the dagger at the other one. Place the dagger within, in this case, that means the dagger counter, within 4 inches, with the alert token under it. Remove all dagger cards from hand and discard pile. If the dagger is touching a spider, attack the spider with an attack modifier of +1. So dagger counter and alert token go under the spider. Again, a 5 or a 6 to hit. And another 5! This is the luckiest halfling in the world. And because he did the dagger throw, he's not too close to it. I put the dagger, the ability to throw the dagger in, as a method of throwing it to get them to go somewhere else. But it's also good for killing them sometimes. That was really lucky. Okay, spider turn. Alert token is on the board, so we stay on kill. Our spiderling gets a web shot, which places a web right here. Getting quite a stack of things here. So it lobs a blob of web over, which coats the area that the halfling is not in. Alert token is still on the board. Okay. Halfling has to rest at this point. And then we'll sneak over to the crown. There it is, just waiting to be looted. But this little spider is pretty close. Alert is still there, so their spider's still in kill mode. And he gets a dash. So the question is, what is the quickest route from here to there? That's a little over 6 inches. This is over 8 inches, so this way. We'll go 3, and then 2, and then 3 more. Alright, so now it's time for Mr. Halfling to get loud again. Because we are going to loot ourselves a fantastic treasure. And then we are going to run screaming for the exit. Ah! 4 inches to there. 2 inches to there. Alert token moves here. Now, coming through the middle may not have been the best idea, but hey, he's trying to get out as quickly as he can. Go to the spider. The alert token is still on the table, so we're still using the kill deck, which gets us a dash. He is well within 8 inches to skitter over here and leap upon the halfling. Alright, the spiderling has an attack bonus of +1. And that is a 5. Our halfling rogue has an armor of 6, so that's a hit. Halfling loses his buckler. Alright, we're down to it. But he has a sword. Sorry, the halfling is still within range, so the alert token stays. The halfling thrusts with his sword at +2 against an armor of 4. 2 + 2 is 4. The spiderling is killed. With that, the last of the spiders is gone. There are no cocoons for another spiderling to hatch from. The adult spiders are gone. There are no more opponents, and the halfling wins. Hooray, halfling! If anyone would like to try this on the Discord for the One Box Wargame, there are links to download the rules and a PDF with the cards and tokens. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.